It should be good. We should be good. Are we good? Is anybody out there? Hello? I'm
Hello, hello,
having a
hello.
bad electronics day apparently. I've been trying to do
Are
this for
you
like
out
25 minutes and
there?
everything's been falling apart on me.
Maybe everything's short circuiting because you're made up of pure electricity.
Yeah, we should. We
We'll have to
should.
talk about that.
Yeah, we will.
I'm still not getting a notification that we're live.
Yeah, it says we're having trouble loading this video.
Why?
So let's just. I mean, it should work in a second. We're live on everything else. So
Let me check.
all right, sorry everybody, or
Eh, I'm not that sorry.
the folks that follow these things. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you,
If you're
thank
out
you.
there, just trying to get everything going here. Sometimes it works very easily, and
Yeah, this
sometimes it
hasn't
just
happened before, actually.
yeah, and sometimes it just wants to be. Well, usually I give myself more time because if it acts difficult,
Yeah,
I
you
can.
just woke up from a napper.
Yeah, I did.
And then I forgot what time we were doing this, so I laid down for a nap for an hour and then realized I thought we go on at 7 and I had to keep getting ready.
Well, it says we're live, but
All right.
it's not loading on my shit.
Mine either.
Oh
What do we
shit! Oh
do?
well.
Do we talk anyway?
Yeah, we just go anyway.
But what if it's great and then nobody's to hear it? What if it's our
It'll be
best
on
episode
other
ever?
platforms. It's just Instagram that's having trouble.
I didn't see it on Facebook either.
No?
Uh-uh.
Well, then I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Hold on, let's just give it a sec.
Yeah, probably just need a second to catch up. Maybe, hopefully.
Usually, though, I get a notification before I can even see it.
Yeah, this is just not working at all. All right, we quit. See you next week.
Let's sing. Let's just sing songs instead. Let's go through all the notes I sent you from my voice notes the other night.
Dude, seriously, it should be completely fine, and nothing's working.
Look, we're trying to follow through on a goal we set for ourselves. And technology, you're not making that very easy right now.
It's just not
I'm just
going.
obsessed with this weird line I have in my head. Right
Everything is right. Everything's plugged in right. Everything is fucking. Everything should be working.
Happening right there. Oh my tummy!
So if you're watching this
If you
awful
can actually
first
hear
10
us and
minutes,
we don't know you can, we're sorry. No, again, I'm not sorry. This is what it is.
I am.
Why? People can scroll on if they hate us that
Yeah,
much.
that's true. It says we're live right now. It says we're going.
Yeah.
Facebook. Yeah, we got something.
All right.
It says we're live right now.
Oh, I
Yeah, there
heard
you go.
you.
There you go.
Maybe it just started.
Maybe. Yeah.
I hope
Maybe it
so.
just takes a while.
I hope so.
Let's try.
That whole first
Insta.
3 minutes was dodgy.
We'll be sure to put in the description to start this one at 6:10. Start this one at 10 minutes in because
I always
bunch of
name our
nonsense.
episodes afterwards, but
It's still not coming up on Instagram, but whatever.
whatever.
Here we are.
Is what it is. Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's up?
I'm a little depressed. I think that the winter blues are getting me a bit. Even though I'm really, really, really excited that we get to wear our layers again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just the darkness is. I'm bummed out, man. Some things aren't working out the way I wanted them to, and I'm just bummed out.
That's how it always goes. That's how life is.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Feel a little blue this week.
I made some new friends.
Oh yeah.
It was fun.
Some good stuff happened this week though too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Shout out to Air Yee and Supremo and Music is the Mission, Las Vegas. You guys are really cool. They do a live stream on Twitch, and I went over there and hung out, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
Hanging with some like-minded individuals and talking
Who
music.
are not
and
me.
Who are not you. Yeah.
So
It was nice.
So great.
And yeah, it was cool. It was really fun. And there's some really, really talented young DJ talent here, and I'm starting to get into the scene a little bit more, and it's fun.
Yeah, our Halloween show helped us to connect with some new artists we hadn't met around here yet, and get us a little more plugged in, which we need to do.
Definitely.
Well, you need to do. I'm antisocial.
I'm becoming that way too, but
I think it's just been too long. I think I've been just isolated too long. I feel so uncomfortable socializing now. Like I was a hermit for so long that I'm just having a real hard time like being a social person again. And what?
that just says we're not fucking live on Instagram, which makes no fucking sense. I put it through there. Might just keep this one short, dude. This is not working at all. But well, hey, we got a person in here. What's up?
Yeah, can you hear us?
It's not about that. It's just
Oh.
not streaming to fucking YouTube at all.
All right. Well,
Or
whatever.
to fucking Instagram. It just won't.
It's not like this is going to be our magnum opus or anything. So
I actually did research for this one.
you did. I'm so proud of
Yeah, I
you.
have all kinds of talking
Oh my
stuff.
God, I'm so
I
proud of
know,
you.
that's why I'm pissed off it's not working.
I want to hear it.
I don't know what to do.
Don't worry about it. If it's here, it's here.
Offline. See why?
YouTube is streaming, Twitch is streaming.
Everything else, yeah. So I guess we just do it for everything else except for Instagram. Sorry, Instagram users.
I don't know that we get anybody watching us on Instagram anyway.
I think that's the most people watch us is on
Really?
Instagram. Yeah.
So 3 out of 5 watch us on
Yeah.
Instagram?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Sucks, dude. Such a bummer. Let me try one more thing. Keep talking. Talk about your
me?
week. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me try one
Let's
more
see.
thing.
I broke my toe the other day. It's purple. I'm fine. We had a really awesome production meeting with Too Sweet and a really awesome husband and wife videographer couple that
Oh yeah.
are going to shoot a video for us. And it's like the most excited, engaged I've felt in a while. Got me excited and feeling really creative. So I'm really excited to do that video, even though I hate photo shoots, I hate video shoots, I hate being on camera in any way. But it's going to be good. I think it's going to be really artistic and fun. And I don't know, we got a lot of good ideas. We're going to go scout our location on Wednesday and get some footage for the videographer so we can start laying down ideas and getting that ready to go. So that is going to be a single that we are co-releasing or anything. No, are we co-releasing it with her?
Yeah, something like that.
But anyway,
We
it'll
have to
be
figure that
released
stuff out.
in March
Right.
or by March or something like that, right? But it's
Yeah,
excellent.
March.
It's a beautiful, beautiful song.
Yeah, I'm finally done
really
mixing.
proud of it.
I'm really proud of it. I think it sounds good. It's definitely different than anything any of us have ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely different than anything I've ever made.
I mean, yeah, even just the way I wrote and sang my verse was completely different for me.
Yeah.
It's really unstructured and loose like that. And it's good. Everybody got out of their comfort zone and then we all met in the middle and I'm really, really proud of it. It's beautiful. I hope it does well. I hope it finds an audience.
Yeah, I don't know. I always think that I have to adjust my thinking because I always am like, oh, this song.
This is the one.
People are gonna listen to it. You know what I mean?
Every single time we make a song we're proud of, I'm like, nope, this is the one.
I'm
this
so
is the
proud.
one.
Like
and
this
then,
is the one that people will actually listen to. Like this one will get clicks. This one will get passed around, and then just doesn't. There's just so much, dude.
I think this one
I
has
looked
more of a
something up
chance.
recently, and it said something about. All right, so here's some reality for you.
Well, if it's not recognizable, then it's.
So how many songs are released every day?
Every day?
Yeah.
Oh no, like all around the world, or just in the United States?
Bro, more than 100,000 songs are being uploaded to digital service providers every day.
Nobody has a chance.
There's no chance.
There's just no chance
I
anymore.
mean, you gotta really, and that's the thing. And sometimes I feel like songs are really, really there. You know what I mean? Like they could cut through all that,
but they could if we had the money to boost it, if we had the time to be posting about it, if we were doing the tour of radio stations. Yeah.
Is that why rich people end up getting famous?
Yes, you can buy fame.
But I think you can definitely buy fame. But I think that
you can't buy longevity in your field, but you can buy at
that's
least.
That's what I was about to say.
Fame.
I think that when you do buy that fame, it probably doesn't last.
Yeah,
long.
you can't buy relevance, but you can buy fame.
You also can't buy the knowledge to handle fame.
No, you can't. Aaron Carter died. Did you see that?
I didn't. He was like all over the place.
Cutie patootie, I guess. Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about him, but
that's too bad. Rest in peace.
Mental health issues and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I got fucking man.
That's why we always talk about that. Like,
famous will make you
if there is any level of success coming to us, I'm grateful that it didn't come earlier. It can come now. That would be amazing. I'm ready, and my bank account is also ready. But yeah, emotionally and intellectually, I would not have been able to handle probably that amount of like financial freedom and all that. You know, I needed to grow up. So
right.
What are you looking at?
I'm just bummed that this isn't working. Graham, did I put it in right? Graham and no, it was working because it said it was live and then it didn't. Whatever. Yeah, YOLO duck, get your shit together, restream.
I'm also really
Fucking why
excited.
wouldn't you have Instagram as a part of your platforms? It's one of the most popular platforms there is. That's all.
I'm sure they've thought about that already. Also, the weather got cold here, which is amazing.
Yes,
And we're
it's so
loving
nice and
it.
cold here.
We get to wear our layers. Did I say that already?
No, maybe
Oh.
in your head.
Oh. And there was something else that was good this week that I was going to say, and I can't remember it now. What else did we do this week?
Did we stream last week?
Yeah, we did our Halloween costumes.
Oh yeah, I really slacked on Halloween this year.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to do something cool, but I just didn't. I didn't plan, and then I don't know. Maybe next year.
I still pulled out a pretty good Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I slacked. I didn't do shit. I just like put on
Yeah,
regular
but you're
clothes.
Leon. Leon?
That's fine. I
Leon?
dress
It was
every day
good.
anyway.
I know. It's easy. It was an easy win.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, oh, Blake was here. That was great.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Blake was here all week.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Did we play a show? Oh, we had our Win show.
Oh yeah.
We played the Win. That was great.
Yeah, and we had the nicest green room ever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If anybody follows us on Instagram, you got to see our.
And they can't see this anyway, so.
Well, I'm saying if
I know,
anybody
I'm
that's
just
watching here.
pissed off that we're not streaming to Instagram right now.
Yeah, we had a
That's
really
the whole point of this shit.
corporate gigs tend to be real hard work for me, and nerve wracking.
I
and
press
it's just
play a lot
pressure.
because you just have to sing covers, so I
Like
kind
the
of just
whole time, which is
yeah,
so
I
hard
kind
for
of
me.
just get to play along.
I vowed I would never do that, and now I do it because it's good money. But anyway, it went really well, and it was really fun, and it
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah, it was smooth, easy.
Yeah, sounded good. The
Sound
sound
good.
man was cool.
Yeah, it was a good corporate gig.
It was great. Thanks, Imprint.
Yes, thank you.
Um,
I'm going to talk about today's topic.
our topic today is death.
Okay, good. I'm glad you didn't say something else because
If I
that's
switched it up on you.
that's what I thought we were doing. Yeah, so
Yeah, because you didn't want to, but it's been on my mind a lot.
I actually, when I was super mad at you and I left and went and hung up by Area 51,
Mhm.
I met a dude at a motel who had a near-death experience, or
Ooh,
like a
and
death
NDE.
experience.
Yeah.
Like he actually
he
died and
crossed
came
over?
back. Yeah, crossed and came over. I find that really, really fascinating.
Me too.
And so I have a couple articles on it. But he said, how did he put it? It's always like this, like warmth and happiness, right? And he was no different. He was like, it was like really, I felt really content.
Yeah.
I was there with people, like with people that I know from the past or whatever, like people that, like, I don't know.
I've been watching.
He was kind of a weird guy, so he went really hard on it, but I was just trying to catch some of it. But
I believe it a lot now because I told you I've been watching that I Survived the Beyond and Back series. They're all people that were dead for, anywhere from seconds to, almost an hour and came back. And
out of body experience, like drifting away from
every
your
one
body.
of them then, visualizes the situation from outside.
Yeah, that's what this says.
And then they all see light that is like brighter and more beautiful than like they can describe. And then they all go towards a feeling of like peace and joy and contentment. And
hey, this is a good one. So in 1994, orthopedic surgeon named Tony Cisoria, he was struck by lightning near fatal in upstate New York. He felt himself fly backwards, and the next thing he remembered was turning around to see his body laying on the ground behind him. He said he stood there and watched. He said for a moment he stood there and watched a woman perform CPR on his body before he floated up a flight of stairs to watch his children play in their rooms. So he's like, yeah.
Yeah, people a lot of times see around them what they couldn't actually be seeing.
Right.
Like people will describe like being on an operating table when they're under and seeing the instruments in the room and the doctors and hearing their conversations. And
here it is. He said, then I was surrounded by a bluish white light, an enormous feeling of well-being and peace. That's the big one. An enormous feeling of well-being and peace. The highest and lowest points of my life raced by me. I had the perception of acceleration being drawn up. And as I was saying to myself, this is the most glorious feeling I've ever had. Slam, I was back.
Yeah. A lot of the people too that I have seen in that series talk about
Ah,
how having to come back was not happy for them. They didn't want to come back. They wanted to stay where they
right.
were.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that it was like really sort of, in a lot of cases, really depressing for them to have to like be back in their pain and in their body. And, you
Mhm.
know, hey, baby, come
That's crazy, dude.
here. I know. And you know what? The sad part about that is maybe I shouldn't watch that stuff while I'm feeling a little bit depressed, because when they talk about that like overwhelming peace, I'm like, I want to go there. Sounds nice. Ooh, you're stinky. What'd you eat? Oh, ew. Oh,
Does it smell like cat poop?
yeah. She just licked my nose.
Gross.
Ugh. You need doggy.
All right, I have
Toothpaste.
another one. I have some other stuff like different death customs in different countries.
Oh yeah, I wanted to know about that. I'm so proud of you right now. Look. Oh, you know what? Speaking of being proud of you, you're on a roll this week because remember at the meeting you're like, did you notice that I didn't interrupt and I just let people talk and like what? You're just on a roll right now,
Yeah, I'm trying.
showing up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so fucking unbearable. And being in Colorado for too long around the people I've known forever,
They tolerate you.
yeah, they just tolerate me. And I realize when I get into other circles, I'm like, I've outside myself watching myself be so fucking unbearable.
Yeah, you can be. You can be. You dominate situations. You can
Uh-huh.
be pretty overbearing, and
I
you
don't want to be
enjoy
that
your own
dude.
company like so much that sometimes you
Yeah.
realize when like you're shutting everyone down
Yeah,
around you
I
or
don't want to
whatever.
be
Like,
that dude. I want to be the dude who like all I've ever wanted is to be the dude who like sits back and listens to the conversation, and then when it dies down, says something so poignant that just like kills it,
right.
and then move on.
Yeah.
Not just like dominating conversation. Yeah, I don't know. I've been too much. I'm getting older. I feel better.
You are
Being
getting
young is
older.
like a disease, dude.
Dude, it's awful. Youth is wasted on the young is the most true phrase
Yeah, for sure.
in life. Oh,
Okay, so check this out. China covers most of Northeast Asia. Sorry. Chinese funerals are rich in superstition and rituals. Include removing mirrors and hang cloths on the doorway of
Oh,
their
I've heard
homes.
that.
Not following proper rituals means death and misfortune for the grieving family. That's rough,
Jeez.
right? Um,
I feel like science probably doesn't back that up.
that's crazy. In Tibet, in a Buddhist territory, they leave the deceased body on a platform for vultures to eat.
Ew.
After the funeral, the deceased soul arrives in paradise. So there's always some sort of like heaven or oasis in most religions anyway. A lot of religions
is.
believe in like multiple afterlives and stuff too, which
Yeah, reincarnation.
that's kind of how I see it,
I
honestly.
feel like energy, you know, energy continues. I don't know if we maintain our like spirit or our sense of self, but it sounds like when we go, like Riley had me listen to that Duncan Trussell thing the other day talking about like the Riley's supposed to be out here for all my needs. The cosmic washing machine or something like that. That's what it was. I can't describe it at the moment.
Look it up.
It's I just wasn't ready to get this deep in it yet.
Oh, here we are.
You know what I always used to like though was like that Viking tradition where they put you out on a raft and surrounded by like flowers and they shoot the flaming arrows on you
And burn you up.
at sea.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of beautiful.
Yeah.
But I don't want any of that. I want to be cremated. Boom. Or turned into a gem or a tree or something.
In Nigeria, they celebrate death with not one but two burials. A second burial is a celebration of the deceased. Multi-day ceremony features a bull slaughter, ritual drumming, and poetry to celebrate ancestors. So it's like a 3-day party. It's like a celebration of
Yeah,
death.
I think that I envy the cultures that celebrate that passing just the way we celebrate births. That's like you're being birthed
right,
into
and
another
that's yeah, that's what I
situation,
was gonna say.
like a send off.
If you have an understanding of what death is, right, and death to you and your culture or your people is a good thing.
I mean, is it not? being
clearly
freed of your mortal body sounds
right,
amazing.
right. And a lot of people, like you said, they always feel that contentment and that warmth and that like
Mm-hmm.
happiness, that like true happiness when they have
Yeah.
these NDEs. So like maybe it is a celebration. Maybe you are going to,
And it sounds to me
But
like,
if there's a reincarnation, if there's like multiple, how do you know that your next timeline doesn't suck? It could totally.
well, I guess the more lives you have, the more you're like, I can tolerate this for a few
Is
decades
that
and
a
then I'm
good
out.
is that a good idea of like heaven and hell? Is it like could there be
That's,
something to is
I
could
mean,
there be
maybe each
something
life
to
could be its own heaven or
That's what I
hell.
mean. That's like could there be something to like how you use the life timeline that you're given, how you use that kind of like puts you into your next one. So
Mm-hmm.
like if you use it really well, you can get
Yeah.
put into something
Well,
some other better
I
situation
mean,
in some
there's a
other
lot of,
timeline, or I
yeah,
don't
there's a
know.
lot of people that say that as far as that goes, we choose the life that we enter into each time. We choose the struggles that we're going to meet in each lifetime, and that, souls that want to get to, the end of that soul journey the fastest choose the hardest lives,
Mhm.
so they can get all the lessons in the least amount of lives and then get to that like beautiful place of, I don't know, soul existence or whatever. So that's what I'm trying to tell myself, is that I chose this.
Yeah.
I chose it. But
It's
it's true, struggle is growth. You can't grow without struggle. You're not becoming enlightened when you're comfortable, ever. you know Pain and struggle are the biggest teachers in all of life. So,
true. Enlightenment seems really far away from where we're at right now as a people.
oh, for humanity,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it's just a damn shame that people are so why does it so much conquer? Why does everybody want to conquer everybody else? Why does everybody want to control everybody else's actions? I don't
Yeah, I
understand that.
don't get it.
I don't
Like, what a beautiful place it would
Well,
be
I
if,
don't know. I kind of understand. Like you as a musician want to be the you kind of want to be the best. You want to be on top, right? It's like a natural human feeling to like want to
to
control and conquer
succeed.
and succeed. But what is to
But
succeed?
success and conquering are two different things.
Mm, I think there's a lot of
That's the mindset that there's not enough to go around, and there is always enough to go around.
right.
There always is.
Yeah.
But we have been pounded into us a scarcity mindset that doesn't exist. It's a lie.
Right.
Um, how do you want to go out?
How do I want to go?
You think you're going to die young. You
Um,
used to. You don't think that anymore?
I can't tell. I don't know. I think I probably will. Yeah, younger than like. I don't think I'll get like into the 80s and 90s.
No.
I'll probably go in the 70s. Probably. I've been really bad in my body.
Yeah, but bodies are resilient.
I don't plan on being better to it.
Then
How about
why are you so
that?
hard on me about me being hard on my body?
Huh? Because it has nothing to do with you dying early. I just don't like you when you're drunk.
That's not nice.
It's true.
I don't like you when you're drunk either.
Yeah, I don't like me when I'm drunk either. Trust me.
Um, what was your first experience with death? What's the first time in your life that you
My
brushed up
grandpa
against?
in a casket.
Were you like prepared to see that?
I was really young. I know. Don't forget it. I still remember it. I
Yeah,
just
I
remember
think you don't
seeing
ever
him.
forget your first dead body.
Yeah, I remember seeing him and just thinking it was. I don't know. You know what it is when you see a dead body, your
I sure
first
do.
one. I don't know. It was just. I just thought it was weird, and I remember like trying to touch. Like
I remember when my grandpa died, my mom said, like, you can touch him. But I was like, why would I want to do that? Like, it didn't even make sense to me, like, why she would suggest that. But I get it now. Like, when you are really close to somebody, you feel like you need to touch them. And because it's like your brain can't
I
take it.
had to,
Your
and
brain doesn't understand it until you touch, and you're
all
like,
the way.
that is a dead
You
person.
totally all the way until my most recent funeral, as you know.
Same.
I was like, there's that moment where you're like, do I touch it or
Yeah.
not? I shouldn't, but
Yeah.
then you have
Well,
to.
it just kind of feels
I
like
like had
sacred.
to. I just like had to put my hand on his chest.
I know. And same thing. I just burst into tears when I
And
did
then
that because
just
it was just, he's not
my
here.
face just
Yeah,
exploded. Yeah, I
same. I mean, my
sucked
heart
up.
exploded out of my
Yeah.
face. Just like,
What is
just
that?
something about, because they're not there. They're just not there anymore. And
Right.
it's just so obvious. So obvious.
For sure.
But
Yeah, it's a tough one. I've lost a lot of people over the years, and I think about what death really is. I guess it's probably it's good, right?
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
not
here's the
necessarily a
thing.
bad thing. The people who suffer are the people who are left here
Yeah.
alive.
Yep.
It's not like they're suffering.
No, my friend who just died, everyone who loved her is suffering so much right now, and it's so hard to see.
Yeah.
And there's just nothing you can do for grief. Nothing. Nobody can make you feel better. Nothing makes you feel better. It's just time and healing.
Yeah, and still sometimes like even time has passed since my friend passed. It's been what, a year and two?
About a year.
It still feels really fresh. Like if I really, I mean, I could cry
Well,
thinking about it
I
right
know.
now.
Remembering that he's not here
Yeah,
happens
all the
so
time,
many
all the
times.
time. Because then you're like, shit, I might cry. So
It's okay.
when you like, you just like think of something, like you think of people, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna call and ask them
Hmm.
about that. You know what I mean? Like, or you call your friends just to check in on stuff, or you something funny happens and you
Hmm.
remember a moment, and they're always like, sometimes I'll just go to do it, and it's like, I can't. He's not there anymore, so that's tough. Those are the
I
tough
definitely
parts.
believe, though, that I believe more now. Like, seriously, watching that series of the people that died and came back gave me an entirely different perspective. Like,
Right.
I used to have ways of dying that I would be terrified about, like I don't want to get burned alive and I don't want to drown and things like that. But every one of these people, very few of them felt the pain of dying at all. Like they would, because your body goes into shock.
Oh, your
And
body
then it's
just
like,
drenches you in
and
good
then you're just, and then
drugs.
they're gone. And it's like, while all this painful stuff is happening, they're not in their body at that
Yeah.
moment, And like, so I don't know. Cause I mean, after that really bad death I saw at the hospital before I left,
How about like tee, 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 tee?
like he wasn't near death yet. He was feeling all of his pain.
Exactly.
Um,
On
she did that on
purpose.
purpose, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like because I was just so affected by watching that man have such a violent death, and then it gave me comfort, like thinking back on that, like he probably wasn't what
Out of the family.
like he probably wasn't present for any of that. He was probably you know in the room seeing what was happening and not feeling a bit of pain. And so I guess it doesn't. I don't fear anymore like how I die. I just want I just want enough time here to do the few things that I feel like I came here to do. And I wouldn't want my kids to like suffer. I hope for their sake I'm real old and they're real ready to let me go.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that your idea and fear of death changes as you get older.
I think so too. Well,
And what about for someone like you who's like a part of it,
oh yeah, I thought you were
working
going to
in a
make an old
hospital?
joke.
No. What about you?
Closer.
Like
You're
you're
so much
a lot
closer.
closer. No, it's just saying somebody who
Well,
has dealt with and deals with death like on a daily basis
yeah.
almost with nursing.
I don't know. I mean, well, some of this is going to be hard to say because it's just things I think in my head, but a lot of death is really undignified. Like when I'm putting a body
Of
in a body
course.
bag, and I'm like, this person will get honored. But until then, they're just like this cargo. They're just this thing in a
Yeah.
bag that gets wheeled around on a table, put down in a basement, sent to a mortuary, like, and it just feels to me like, and the people that die alone, like it's so unceremonious. And like, I think that's why I always like, if I know somebody's going to die or they're close to death, I'll risk like getting in trouble on my shift to make sure that I spend as much time as I can in that room, even if they aren't conscious or they don't know me. But
Hmm.
nobody should die alone. I just feel like nobody should die alone. That to me is really sad.
But based on what we've talked about, like, are you?
But yeah, I don't know.
Just
Maybe
because
are
you're
those,
alone in a room on Earth doesn't mean that you're dying alone,
and
right?
maybe it's the most beautiful thing that has ever happened to them
Maybe it's
because they're
better.
going somewhere where
Yeah.
they're surrounded by love and
Yeah.
acceptance and all the things maybe they didn't have here
Yeah.
on Earth or whatever. And like, I don't know. My friend that just died, I can't get over. I keep seeing the video of them all singing to her. She was a musician and a singer, and she passed from this earth with people around her singing her songs to her.
Yeah, that was really sad.
And but it's like so beautiful. Like I
Yeah.
just can't even imagine a more beautiful thing, really, for the people that were there included. You know, that was just as beautiful for them as it was. So I don't know. I hope I go out like that.
Yeah, how do I want to go out? I mean, my first thought is like a blaze of glory, right? But
I don't know. Yeah, like at our age, we're facing mortality all of a sudden. You know, I'm in my 40s. Like I'm thinking about like, oh my God, I have maybe another decade before, my parents pass or,
Yeah.
and then we're the oldest generation. And then, it's scary. Like
Yeah, it is.
my life is half over.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's scary.
It is.
It's really scary.
It is. Yeah.
And yeah, to,
It
to
just
think
like
like, what do
to
I have to show for it? What am I proud of? What do I want to leave behind? What am
oh,
I going to do
dude,
with
the
the time left?
posters are on the wall, bud.
Yeah, I know.
You got plenty to be proud of.
I just,
If you died tomorrow, we know you gave it a good shot.
no, you'd get up at my funeral and be like, she was so fucking lazy. That last year we could have put out 3 albums.
We know about Middle East customs, right? They believe in afterlife, but strict studying and following of the Quran, right? Or you don't get there. You don't get to
I mean, they're like Mormons and like their levels of heaven and
so yeah, the different cultures see it different. Sometimes it's really bitter and painful, like in our cultures and
yeah,
Muslim
American
cultures
death is
too.
bummer.
And in
It's
Muslim
just sad.
cultures too, it's saying that bitter and painful, especially the soul separating from the body. They all unite over religious customs, and they have like these big. They'll bring bunches of food and stuff to the family and friends, to the deceased family, and they all pray and pray and pray and pray. And I guess that's like I could be wrong, and I don't know what it's pretty simple article, but
That's like in Jewish, they hold Shiva.
families check this out. So, and this is more kind of like our culture. Families show emotion openly, often screaming, crying, or slapping their faces,
Ooh.
like slapping themselves. Islamic funerals are the opposite of Latin celebrations or African worship that you read about above. So,
Hmm.
yeah, some cultures is like this celebration, and in other cultures it's really bitter and painful and sad. So
Yeah.
that's
I guess,
interesting,
I
right?
think my
Is
only
that
hope, I
based
guess,
on
for my
your like
death,
beliefs?
I know. Well, I have
Is
2
how you
questions.
see death?
I have a question,
Hmm.
but I guess like my only hope for my death is that it's beautiful for the people that love me, you know? Or if it's sudden and that they can be told it was painless for me, or, like that I don't bring shame on anybody with how I died, or, like I don't want anybody to feel like they have to tell us a bad story about me, or, like I hope I don't know, but whatever, however I go, I just hope people have peace about it and celebrate.
I have a feeling I'm not going to go, and I don't know how I wanna. I feel like it's just going to happen one day.
I guess more than anything, I hope I don't die a long, slow, painful death. I don't want to get sick and be sick for a very long time and be a
Trapped in an
burden.
elevator,
Yeah, be burdened
starved to
to my
death. Oh, how
family.
fucking horrible would that be?
My worst fear is getting Alzheimer's,
Oh yeah,
really,
that would be bad.
because that's just a death every day.
Yeah, and nobody knows. They don't know how to fucking fix that shit.
No, there's no cure.
It's not like there's not even really treatments. That Alive documentary, Alive Inside documentary though, the music treatment for Alzheimer's,
Oh yeah,
that shit is incredible.
it's
That's like one of the only things that's done anything.
that's being a musician gives me hope that my brain will do okay as I age because I'm engaging it with music so
If
often.
you're a musician and you haven't seen the documentary Alive Inside, watch it, dude. It's so they basically what they do is they treat Alzheimer patients. They look up um,
Music from their era.
music from their era, not like they really do their research, like
Mhm.
where they were, you know what I mean, where they were hanging out, when and where,
So
basically,
they
and
can pretty much
what
guess what would
music
have
would be,
been
yeah, what
their
music was
jam.
popular at the time, and so they'll play them all this music, and some stuff will, they'll just play it, but then certain
They hit
songs,
their
right?
song.
Certain songs, just like you should see. I have chills thinking about it. These people just fucking wake
It's
up.
their brains just turn on,
Yeah, and then
and
they
they're
remember
them. They're
moments,
them for a
and
minute.
they're themselves for a moment. Yeah, so that
Or people that have Alzheimer's, severe Alzheimer's, but can still play an instrument. They
right,
can't communicate anymore. They don't know who they are, but you put them in front of a piano and they can play. They can
yeah,
still play.
yeah.
Like
Just
music
never
is just
forget.
beautiful
Yeah,
that way.
music is so important, man. I don't. A lot of
I have
people don't
goosebumps.
understand.
I'm thinking about that movie Awakenings. Remember that movie with Robert De Niro and I think I made you watch it recently. It's about based on a true story about these people in the 1950s and 60s who were put away in asylums because they were called living statues because they had some like post-encephalitic complications from having polio as children or something like that. And uh, this doctor did this experimental treatment that like brought them back for a minute, but most of them went back to their catatonic state afterwards. But when they were coming around, he would play like different music for these people, like because he was saying like they're not dead, they're still like alive, their brains are still alive in their bodies, but their bodies are just catatonic. But anyway, it's like that. But I've seen tons of that Alzheimer's stuff, and that's why like I sing to people in the hospital, like what?
Most people die in bed, but a majority of people die sitting on the toilet.
That's gonna be me. That's
Fuck.
awful.
That's terrible. A lot of people die sitting on the toilet, apparently.
Like they have heart attacks? Is it all men? How many women die on the toilet? I don't want to die on the toilet. Oh man, what
Does that say something about gut health?
You're gonna start eating better right now, I bet.
I ate good today. But Blake was in town. We partied hard with
You
sandwiches
guys, yeah,
and
you
pizza
guys
and
had
candy.
junk food parties like every single night.
Yeah, it was nice.
Die on the toilet? No, that's my new fear now. Oh my god, I'm gonna like think
Yeah,
about
new
that
fear
every time I'm on
unlocked.
the toilet now.
Me
Like,
too.
it's like
I
you know
never
what?
even thought of that. A
God.
ton of people die on the toilet, apparently.
Here's another thing. You know how I won't leave the house without makeup because or like I don't go to bed without makeup because I'm afraid the house is gonna burn down and I'm gonna have to run outside and I won't have a chance. Now I'm gonna be like, well, I can't go pee without putting my makeup on because I could die on the toilet.
Stupid.
That just gave me another new like
No.
phobia.
Oh, I like what we were talking about the Egyptians and death too.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna. Oh, I was gonna ask too, like
Mummification.
about do you think that religion? Because my thing about religion is, the less religious I've become, the less afraid of death I've become. Because religion makes you terrified of dying. Like if you do it wrong, you go to the bad place. Like that's so scary.
It says some cultures mummified their death in hopes their soul could one day return to the corpse. So is that any different than like people trying to cryogenically freeze themselves?
I guess, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what I just found out too? Did you
That
know
probably doesn't work either.
No. No, I told you in the last episode, the technology is not even close.
That's
not
the
even
thing,
close.
though. But what if you get a good freeze and the technology comes along, and then that's when I think that's the
Maybe,
hope.
but then you're waking up, and I mean, really, they don't even know what would happen to your body if they were able to like regenerate.
All right, so then what would you just die as a regular human if you were, say, a trillionaire? Or would you try if you had the money? Or would you be smart? I would just give all the money
but I
away
think
to
it's
the
like the
world,
most
right?
arrogant thing I can think
It's
of.
totally
Like,
super arrogant. Yeah.
I bless this world so much they need me again in the future. Like that just makes no sense to me.
It's fucked up.
I'd rather go to heaven or the cosmos than the future.
Yeah.
Like, what if you wake up in the future and you're like a pet to a machine, and they're farming you like in the Matrix, or like, I don't know, you're just a brain in a jar, and
Do you think that thousands of years
it's
in
a
the
lot
future,
of trust in the future and the people running
years
it.
in the future will be our biology will be so mixed up that you won't be able to tell the difference between us race-wise?
Oh, I hope so.
Wouldn't that'd be better?
I hope we will become one actual human race,
Or does
which we already are.
Or is the diversity that we have now a beautiful thing, which I think it is.
I think all of it's beautiful, but I do think that if the planet lasts long enough,
thousands of years, yeah. If the planet lasts long,
which it's not going to. It's not going to.
Well, there's people who figure it out.
Yeah, lots of people have figured it out. The rest of us dummies are making that impossible.
I don't use straws.
Okay.
I don't.
Don't start with me about it. Yeah, but you eat meat.
Yeah, but I don't use straws to drink my meat.
Anyway, yeah, do you think that religion is a comfort? I think religion is only a comfort for the people left behind, honestly.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people rest real easy in religion, and probably when they die, they might not have that bright light experience.
I don't know.
Because they're hypocrites and assholes and pedophiles and perverts.
That's pretty generalizing.
Well, we just watched that bad movie about the church, and I'm still triggered.
Yeah, Spotlight. If you've seen that, that shit's. Yeah, we watched that. That's rough. I think I've seen it
That's rough.
before a while ago, but I didn't really remember it. Yeah, it's about Boston Globe
Yeah.
reporters.
Well, I knew I had seen it, and I'm wondering if I made it to the end the
uncovering
first time because I couldn't make it through it that
Catholic
time.
priest molestation scandals. It's fucking crazy.
Cover up.
So fucking
Believe in
crazy.
cover up. It's disgusting.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Ugh, I don't either.
It scares me.
Oh, I was going to tell you something about mummies. Did you know that they used to grind up mummies and put it in like a potion? This, what was it called? Oh, I forgot it. I just got it mixed up with Dr. Feelgood, I think. What?
Taraha, in the Taraha culture, they dress up long deceased family members and walk them around. I don't know.
Whoa, let me see that.
That's not gonna.
Let me see it.
That's not gonna.
How do they walk them around?
I'm gonna upgrade my subscription to Restream at some point so I can pull up clips and stuff.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy? So yeah, they have like.
That's kind of horrifying.
I wish I could get that to pull up, but oh well.
Wow.
So yeah, they. Yeah.
Wow. But they still have
So
hair.
what we're looking at here is like basically two mummies, and they put their like clothes on and like walk them around the village to hang out with everybody. That's fucking wild.
Okay, now what is
Okay, so
what's
they
the Day of
believe.
the Dead
Hold on,
too?
listen. They believe that the dead are never really gone, so people are not so quick to dispose of their loved ones' bodies. They keep the bodies around.
Yeah, I don't
And
buy that at all.
Hang out with them.
There is no way. If I'm trapped inside my dead body, oh my God, get me out. I just think death would be relief.
This is fascinating. Hold on. So when a Toraja person dies, their family cares for their body with a proper funeral can be prepared, which can take weeks or months or even years. During this time, the deceased is treated as if they are simply sick instead of dead. Once the funeral is finally ready, the Toraja village honors the dead with prayers, dancing, animal sacrifice before they take the body to its tomb. However, the body's not left in its tomb forever. Every 1 to 3, see, this is the thing, every 1 to 3 years, the Toraja people, I hope I'm saying that right, Toraja, Indonesia, people exhume their loved ones, wipe them clean, dress them in new clothes and sunglasses. It's like Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah?
How do they do that?
Walk them around so they can do things like introduce them to any new family members.
Here's your grandma.
Shit.
Whoa.
Meet your grandma. She's a mummy.
Hey, grandma.
Jews, on the other hand, do not embalm their loved ones. Instead, bury them quickly after they're declared dead.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's
That's crazy.
The diversity of death culture, like of
which brings us all the way to medieval Christians, which we do basically the same way. Dress them up, put them in a coffin. It's been the same for a long time.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. This is like, that just feels like not really letting go. I don't know. It's weird. Like, it's like.
I want to imagine that they're free.
I don't want it. This maybe sound like insensitive because it's not a loved one, but you have like a house plant in your house and it dies and it's dead. You don't fucking let it hang around because you think it's going to come back to life.
Yeah, no.
It's not.
I mean, yeah,
it's pretty obvious
this
when the
meat
thing's
suit
dead.
situation.
Yeah.
When it stops working,
all this stuff is
put
gone.
It out of here.
Right?
Yeah, like I'm not there anymore.
That's just my personal belief.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's really strange. Mummification and all that stuff. I think that's strange. I think definitely I would take cremation, but.
Yeah, I don't want people looking at
me. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
when I'm dead.
You already know my death wishes.
What?
I want to be.
You want to be.
Hold on.
Oh, I know.
I want to be cremated.
Mixed in some paint.
No.
What?
No.
Oh God, gross! Don't say that.
I'm gonna say it.
Don't say that.
This is now it's documented. So.
Okay.
I want to be cremated. I want to be. Have my ashes dumped on a sweaty crowd at a show. So everybody takes a little piece of me home with them that night. You know what I'm saying?
Disgusting.
That's what I want.
That's disgusting. Somebody just gets like a little chunk of bone in their
Somebody will just like, okay, this is what Jordan wanted, but we're just gonna give you a little thing to take home with you. Yeah.
That would be my job. I'd be like, this is what he wanted, guys.
But
we're not doing that.
We're not gonna do that.
We're not doing that. Yeah, here's a little. Just put it somewhere safe.
Yeah, just take a little Jordan and put it in your.
We'll just make them like little like tabs of acid. Jordan, like.
Oh, if they could ingest me, that'd be even better.
Gross. Why? I wouldn't do that.
Symbolism, man.
I wouldn't ingest your ashes.
I would eat some of yours. I'd smoke you.
All right, do that.
It was just fucking
Double dare.
fucking light that shit
Bye,
up.
Jessa. Oh, God, can you imagine how destroyed we'd be if either one of us died? That'd be really awful.
I thought about it the other day. Actually, I think about it almost every day. No, I'm just kidding. No,
That's right.
I actually thought about it the other day, and I was like, dude, that
I get a little scared.
It scares me too.
Yeah, because that's why I'm like, we need more friends. Like, we can't maintain this level
Well,
of like.
I have friends. They're just not here.
I don't have any friends.
You have a couple.
Sorry to my friends that are actually my friends. I love you very much, and I know you exist.
And I have.
But I have more dating profile matches than friends. That's for sure.
Oh man, I don't have any of those.
I deleted my
Actually, no,
Tinder.
I do,
deleted
actually.
my Tinder, and Amber told me it's still up there. But I'm like, but I deleted it off my phone. Do I have to like deactivate it? I don't even know I don't know how to do it. I'm
I
like, I
don't know.
can't see it. I don't know.
I've just kept mine on the whole time. I've had girls I was dating be really mad about it.
I just
like,
can't handle it.
Don't look at it.
I can't take it anymore.
It's just there.
Meeting people, talking to them, thinking that we might like each other, and then I had another person the other day, like just like, hey, let's be pen pals, like fully on, like from the get. Let's just be friends.
Pal.
Yeah, I was like, cool, okay.
That sounds nice.
2 days later, he like told me I'm too intense and weird, and I made it weird, and I was like, what? Yeah, I was like, I'm not even flirting with you. Like, he's like, you're just every time we talk, it's more intense, and I was like,
yeah.
No, I wasn't doing that though. I wasn't even doing that.
I like this guy. He's smart.
Well, we ghosted each other mutually, so.
Good. He sounds like a smart character.
No, he's the one that you said looked like my ex. So that's fine. Oh, you know what? A good thing happened to me today. Or not today, this week. I made friends with an ex.
Oh yeah.
And that felt really healing. That's the only, other than you, that's the only time that's ever happened. That like
I was friends with all my exes till my most recent ex turned them all against me.
Yeah. I didn't even do that to you.
No, I'm not perfect.
I don't need to poison anybody against anybody else.
I've had my fair share of fuck ups, and I've been a really selfish person.
Yeah, but it's nice, like, just for me to hear, like, and we've talked every day since then.
That's the thing, dude. I choose to be selfish about my life and my time and what I do and who I do it with. I choose that. So if anybody can't deal with that, that's on them. I don't care. And yeah, it's not a great situation for anybody to be like involved in, but I just don't want.
Well, it doesn't mean anybody has to poison anybody else against you because it didn't work out with you too.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, I feel the same way. A lot of people are like, fuck her. But like, okay, it didn't work out with us. Move on.
Yeah.
Quit hating me so much.
Who cares?
Like, what a waste of time. You didn't have the energy to love me, so why are you spending all that energy hating me?
Right.
Right? Like, that doesn't even make sense. You're spending more energy after the relationship hating me than you did in the relationship being healthy. Anyway, it's been really nice to have conversations with said ex and like hear about their therapy journey. And I don't know, it's nice, especially because that was one that was left really badly for me. So.
Well, that's good. That feels good, right?
Yeah, it feels like being a grown up.
Yeah.
And it was just anytime that somebody tells you they're sorry and they mean it, that's healing.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
We won't make you come over, don't we? I love my kids.
We're about done. Anyway.
But you know what? As far as legacy goes, oh, my nose is so bad. Are we all getting colds around here?
Yes. Are you?
Have you been sneezing a lot too?
I feel stuffy and my throat hurts. I feel sick. Completely. No, I feel like a cold. I feel like feverish and all that.
It gives me a lot of comfort to know that long after I'm gone, that, I have 3 kids that like look like me and sound like me and act like me.
Nobody can hear you. This mic's right here.
Are you asking if you can have some of that? Oh. Yeah. That makes you sad about not having kids though, doesn't it? But you have music. We have music, legacy, just like what you leave behind.
Oh yeah.
But you do have kids.
I know. Yours. Yeah.
You got them.
That one. That one specifically, yeah.
we have co-parented for not being in a relationship better than I have ever co-parented with anybody in my life. Because we do have arguments about, like, we have like parent arguments.
Yeah, it's true.
chores and dishes and behavior and
I mean, it's unavoidable.
responsibilities and of course, yeah, we live in the same house.
It's not avoidable.
Yeah, and but we work through it. We talk it out.
Yeah.
You're a good non-romantic
I
spouse.
have somebody. Yeah, I have somebody to leave. I mean, I have somebody to leave all my cloud of songs to.
Yeah.
That's all I got right now, but you never know. I could have some more shit.
And I have one grandbaby.
Oh, I got hella records. That's true. Good point.
Yeah. Yeah, Riley's already divvying up everything for when both of us die. Riley's got it all planned out.
I think the records are probably the most valuable.
Before Tyler or Jace even get off a plane, she's gonna be like, "I've got it all worked out."
Yeah.
So it's all mine.
Yeah.
Riley's like, "Everything is mine. I will divvy it out to you according to how nice you were to me as the middle child."
So I guess in conclusion, I like the celebration aspect.
I do
think
too.
we should celebrate together, and we should celebrate our lives in the death
I
of
think
others.
even
And of course, there's going to be sad, and we're going to be crying. But I think that the cultures that celebrate,
they got it right.
they got it right.
Right? I mean, because here's the thing: like, even if it's somebody
You made it. The fuck off
right,
this bullshit.
right? You've graduated.
You made it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I just feel like, especially because like the person that I died or that I know that died recently too, and your friend that died, I think we're a little troubled. You know.
Most for sure troubled.
Right. And to me, I just feel so much like, honestly, relief, like knowing that they are not trapped in a troubled existence anymore. You know, that immediately made me feel really peaceful, you know. And for me, like, nobody wants to burn bridges or be a fuck up or disappoint anybody, but we all do that, you know. And like, to just know that there's another side of things where, what? Oh, your mom told you to take the tincture because you're sick?
Oh.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Thank you. That's a good call, actually. You're right. You're totally right.
I forgot we had them. They're in the cupboard.
Thanks, Mom.
You know what? It's been on my mind too ever since she visited, and she wanted to talk about, you know, her end of life stuff and whatever. And you didn't want to talk about it, but it's important.
Bam! Holy shit!
What are you supposed to do with it? Just down the hatch?
Oh my god.
Oh, I can smell the oregano.
That's hardcore.
Is it just oregano? That's hard on your stomach, isn't it? Mom, does this need to go down with a piece of bread?
Love you, Mom.
Have you had it already? A whole thing?
That's so funny. So welcome to our weekly live stream. It's simply used to keep up with my mom. Let's play the tortilla slap game. Do you have any tortillas?
Oh.
We're doing that next week, or for our next fun one.
That could use a little stevia, Maureen. Ooh.
That probably can help. Tastes like medicine.
Oh, yeah. You could take oregano for like infections and.
Oh, shit.
Ew, that is. I
Hey,
love you. That's awful.
it's not supposed to be delicious.
It's not.
You could put that in the spaghetti sauce. Bloop, just a little.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Something we could blend in there with a good red sauce.
Yeah, with a good.
Yeah.
With some
Bit
good gravy.
Yeah.
Some macaroni.
Manicotti.
Macaroni and gravy.
Macaroni gravy. I love it.
Yeah.
We have to catch up on Sopranos again soon.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you made me watch a horror movie that now is
Audition. Yeah, you want to see a really fucked up scary movie? Check out Audition.
I have to
It's
smoke.
Japanese
I have to
horror.
smoke
It's
pot to be able to
fantastic.
watch scary movies.
It's fantastic. It's great.
But yes, I don't like that genre.
It's a great
It's not my
film.
thing, but that was a great one. That just baited me in there so
Medicine
slowly.
sucks.
Yeah, what?
Medicine sucks.
Yeah, it does. That was awful.
All right. We're about there. We're about
Yeah.
an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did you see the what is it called? The weather alert
For here?
for tonight?
For tonight?
Yeah, like winds up to 50 miles an
Oh,
hour.
so we're definitely not going out.
Well, it said it starts at 10, but I don't like
So-
at 10 it begins like 20 to 30 and up to 50
if
miles an hour.
I've noticed that when there's weather warnings here, they happen.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Not like Colorado where it's like.
Well, I'm saying we can maybe still go early, but I don't know. Like if it's gonna get
I was
windy
already
early.
thinking I don't really feel good. I don't want to go down there tonight.
All right.
But
I can go another day with $0 in my bank account.
I can give you some money.
Let's do this off camera.
Okay, sounds good. I wanted to say at the end of this episode, I wanted to say fucking rest in peace to
Oh
all
yeah,
my friends, and
you've lost a lot of friends in the last several years.
our friend group is kind of crazy. There's been just a lot of people died over the last 10 years. This is kind of crazy, but it's understandable with the mental state and
Yeah,
addiction
yeah,
states of a lot of our people. And we
Yep.
had a fucking blast for a long time, but then they kind of just started dropping off.
Yeah.
But rest in peace. I hope that everybody's dealing with it okay, and making some positivity out of it in their lives.
Yeah.
I hope that these deaths have woken you up instead of shut you down. And I love you all, and just keep going, man. Tomorrow's Monday, clean slate.
You know
No
what I've,
sit-ups and push-ups. Eat something good. Make your
my
bed.
my recent
Clean
thing
the
with
house.
death has made me feel like it ends for everybody, no matter how perfectly or imperfectly you did it,
Yeah.
and it makes me want to be just less hard on myself. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
get to the end one way or the other, and yeah, it might be a smooth ride, and not might be a smooth ride, but
Well, I think we can probably tell it's not going to be a smooth ride. It might smooth out. Let's hope it does.
but yeah, I mean, just like let's just make sure we love each other and forgive each other. I don't know, forgiveness has been really big for me. Oh, that's why, because
Yeah.
I had unresolved
Yeah.
unkindness with
Yeah.
that person that
Forgive
died.
each other, man.
Yeah, just like, and yeah,
Don't hold
I didn't
grudges.
know she was dying, and if I could go back, I immediately would go back and say, everything's okay, we're okay, because nothing is, worth sending someone to their deathbed or having the regret of not saying something. So,
Right.
and I'm
And
typically
if
a really
you're,
good person about that, and
yeah,
that's the one time I haven't been, and so it actually made me reach out to a couple of people and be like, I want to make peace with you, even though you
yeah,
did something really
that's what I was
bad to
about to
me.
say.
I want to make peace with you because
I
I don't want to carry this.
Yeah, I want to say that if you feel like, if you're hearing this and you feel like if you died or I died tomorrow and you would regret us not talking,
Yeah.
and there's something that I did to you and I offended you or I hurt your feelings or I made something irreparable, just try to forgive me. I forgive everybody. I forgive everybody. Nobody's done too much to me for me to not be able to forgive you. And life is so fucking precious. So if you really feel that, just please hit me up.
Yeah, same actually. Like I don't want to
Just call
leave.
me.
Yeah, I don't want to leave this earth not knowing that I hurt somebody
Yeah.
that didn't tell me, or that I didn't show up for somebody when they needed me, or
Yeah.
like I can be pretty self-involved, we all can, and but that's not what I want to leave behind. I want to love everybody the best that I possibly can, and I
Same.
want people to feel loved by me
Same.
and safe with me, and I want to laugh more. I mean, I'm grumpy and depressed most of the time, and like I
No
don't want to be like
regrets,
that.
y'all.
No regrets. Go get pregnant.
Love you all. Thank you for tuning in, Mom. See you next week.